And finally, we have number 17. This is the only one of those figures I want to set up for you guys. Otherwise, make sure you're asking questions if you don't know how to do those things, because there's lots of them. And they're all review of things we've done before, so there shouldn't be that many questions anyway. But first thing I'm going to look at in this figure is my z here that gives me a couple congruent angles. So I know that 3x minus 25 is equal to 5y plus 5. I got to kind of move things around so that it works the way you need it to, because I'm going to have to solve simultaneously on this. So 3x minus 5y equals 30. That should be the equality I'm going to use. Otherwise, I need a second equality that I'm going to get from the fact that these two angles, I don't see a z, but those things should be supplementary. So I take my 5y plus 5, and I take my 4x minus 40. I add all that stuff to get 180. Again, I have to kind of move things around to make this work the way I need it to be. So I might flip-flop my 4x and my 5y, and then move those other things over. Again, I would technically have a negative 35 that I'm going to add to my 180. So that's going to give me 215. Otherwise, now with those two terms, I should be able to just cancel out the 5y right away. Sorry, changing my pen color. When I add those two things together, so I'm going to know that 7x equals, add the 30 and the 215, 245. Now I can solve for x, then I can plug in for y in either of those equations, or excuse me, plug in for x to solve for y in either of those equations. So that should get you set up and far enough